dynamic that's taking place in this world right now is about freedom. That's religious freedom, sexual freedom, freedom of the heart and the soul, freedom to be a woman or a man, freedom to be I am. If you want to say what's the problem with the world or what's the challenge, what do we look at from our perspective? Earth is going through its freedom thing. And there are the group of humans who have royal court once a month, a group of humans who says, yes, that is my choice for freedom. But then they start encountering the challenges along the way, the barriers along the way, but there is this burning passion for freedom. In our last gathering, we talked about dreams. I said, if you're going to have a dream, a vision, or an aspiration, bring it here or let it go. Rough stuff. Rough stuff because it was kind of warm and fuzzy having these multi-otherly dimensional dreams. Kind of nice having them out there where they weren't subject to all the hardships, all the traumas and the dramas of this reality. So I said, bring it in or get rid of it. Big waste of energy having them out there somewhere. Big disappointment in a way also. And it created such a division within you because you had your everyday reality and then you had your dreamy, dreamy world. Time to bring those together. There is the dream. And the dream, I'm going to ask you to feel it for a moment. It's so thick right now. The dream of the soul to finally be within itself. This is the I am. And it happens here. Physical reality. Why? Because it's so damn tough. Because it's so real. It's not gaseous. It's not airy-fairy. If it can happen here, it happens, you see. In a way, a strange way of saying, the soul has, the I am, has had some previous experiences with coming into itself. It's kind of almost like a unification, almost like a diving deep into itself and emerging then within itself, if that makes sense. But it was done in other realms, in non-physical, kind of ethereal realms. So there was some doubt, you could say, using human terms, or rather a sense of not quite total satisfactory sense of coming into the I am that your soul had. It says, I need it. I really need to feel it. I really need it so that it's a grand experience, not just a fluffy experience. And so here you are, soul, in your experience now. Here you are. And if you can take this lifetime, this body, this identity that you have, and crystallize it, let soul fully come into this body, then it feels, full satisfaction, no doubt. That was it. The soul diving into itself. And then the mind jumps in, or aspects, or whatever you want to call them, and starts saying, but what if it doesn't work? What if I fail at it? What if I get it really close and then something happens, or somebody steals it, or I sabotage it? I'll just keep it in dreamy, dreamy for a long time. Almost, in a way, you think almost better out there. Because then when you have a few moments to yourself, you can just dream about your dreams rather than living them. But in this new era, new energy, it doesn't work anymore. It won't be. Either let go of the dreams or bring them on home. But the mind does not create reality. Now, for the last 80 to 100 years, it's been popular to think that. But the key word is think. All these, and some of you participated in mind control classes and mind creation classes. And if they were so effective, there wouldn't be any more classes. Everybody would have taken it and be doing what they want. But These things of the mind, the thoughts that flow through your mind, do not have passion with them. In here, there's a dream, a real aspiration, sometimes coming from the soul, sometimes from the self, sometimes the soul self. And it has passion attached to it. And that passion is what brings dreams into reality. That passion is what breaks through barriers. And there are a lot of barriers to break through in bringing your dreams in. That passion is what draws energy. And energy then helps to manifest and make real your dreams. So what are the dreams? The aspirations, the desires, the visions. What are those things that would bring you such joy, bring you such happiness and a feeling of fulfillment? What are those things that would break through some of these barriers of whether it's your aspects or human consciousness? They're like rings upon rings upon rings surrounding and sometimes actually suffocating these passions. There is this interrelationship that makes it very hard for your dreams to come into reality. It takes a very bold, courageous person to dream their own dreams for themselves. Now, and this is very similar to ascension, by the way, because the first thing that comes up is, oh my God, what's going to happen to my children, my husband, my parents, you name it, my job, anything else. So you immediately cut off the life force energy to your dream. And then you say, well, I'll have to wait until they graduate from college or whatever happens. So now you have unfulfilled dreams. The thing that amazes me that I don't quite understand, actually I do, but I'm just provoking you, is who said that your dreams or your enlightenment or ascension are going to harm these others? It's going to suddenly blow up your spouse, or suddenly your children will be without a mother or a father. Where does that come from? That there is this assumption that if your dreams come true, that everybody else is screwed. But where we are going, all of us in this royal court of enlightenment, it's about clarity also. Clarity, Shambhala. Clarity. You see, it's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy to get into stories and issues. Just clarity. Clarity is also an attitude. It really is. Just like mastery, just like enlightenment and ascension. Clarity. Clear about your dreams. Clear about your choices. Clear about the I am. We see it all the time. We see it here. We see it in workshops that we do. The distraction. Going off, chasing rabbits, chasing entities, chasing, well, they told me. They did not tell you. And if they did, don't come back here. That's simple. Tough, but simple. We're not going to get into all that. This is about clarity, about the clear, crystalline I am. That is the dream. So, between now and our next gathering, what are your dreams?